So much is shifting and changing now, friends. You may have noticed some things in your own life kind of taking you by surprise a bit because there's been a huge shift. And maybe it has to do with your work, maybe it has to do with a relationship, or how you view those things. It could be a health interest, could be anything, financial income, or just the realization that something's not going away, but you realize something's got to change in a big way. The energies are backing that perfectly. In fact, that's why we're experiencing this. Now, I know that some of those changes are positive, like maybe you're realizing, well, I want to exercise a bit more, or have more leafy greens in my diet, or something to that effect. And I've been thinking the same for myself. And other shifts are kind of bigger and stranger, and you're not quite sure about them maybe. And here in the US, we're seeing an awful lot changing that is kind of upsetting at times. And yet, these energies are requiring shift and change. So what's happened is we just left the Kali Yuga. And that's the Hindu term for the age of destruction. So things have been falling apart for quite a while, but only so they can be rebirthed and renewed. And now as we're moving into the Sat Yuga, as of the March equinox, now fifth dimensional forms and energies are flowing to us so much more easily and more powerfully. So literally, it's like, in some ways, trying to make the old format work in your life, no matter what part of your life it is. It's like trying to squeeze yourself into a teacup. It's not going to work. You're bigger than that in energy. So I've asked the collective to please assist us. I'm asking, how can we best cope with this? Because it's turmoil for a lot of people. And our paths are accelerating powerfully because of these energies. So I'm going to bring them in. And you can read the whole message they offer. This will just be parts of it. But you could read the whole message on the website, and the link is in the description. So one moment, and I'll bring them in. Greetings, dear ones. We are very pleased to have this time to speak with you again today. And we will say most assuredly, many are in a place of powerful change, not only shifts in one area of life or another, but a wholehearted reforming of one's inner life so that the outer life is also shaken and shifted in obvious ways. And we would say that the reason you feel you're no longer in your old lives is not simply because things have changed outwardly. The greater reason is that you yourselves have shifted and are no longer the people you were even 1 week ago. Remember that you do a great deal of work in the etheric while in your sleep state at night. Most of you have asked for an acceleration of your ascension process and to return to being your true selves as you are in the higher dimensions. And so your fifth dimensional self is coming into view now, learning to stand and walk on its own. And that beautiful new being is steering you into lives that are more fulfilling, less stressful, less schedule and time-oriented. So it's not so much a matter of doing things just to avoid the stresses of not doing them. Bill paying, working, phoning or texting someone, etc. All that is fine, but the subconscious has been put into a state of crisis by these powerful energies flowing to the earth. It's completely unaware that these shifts of mind, body, and emotion are the work of spirit. For the subconscious, all unknown quantities present hidden dangers, so it reacts as such, signaling stress responses, including fear, anxiety, shock, depression in many. So we are flowing energies to everyone now to assist your subconscious in your bodily processes, including your heartbeat, stress levels, and breathing, to relax and to accept the particular form of light coming in now from your sun soul, as well as the powerful astrological shifts and alignments occurring. and to assist you all in accepting these changes at the deepest level of your being, to minimize feeling out of sorts or as if you failed in some way. That can most assuredly happen as old processes, situations, relationships, and daily work metamorphosize into something you don't quite recognize. This is so even when the energies of the newer situations fit you better than holding on to what no longer works for you. And we would say that the energetic language of the moment is not only shift and change, but powerful renewal. It's a rebirth of your earth self into someone far more like your higher self. And this higher self in human form need not cling to anyone or anything in order to feel safe, secure, or whole. This brilliant light being is at home with how life presents itself to them, without shock, fear, or argument. They allow, without judgment, that many see life differently from them. Your higher self is able to allow others their path, not feel that it's their job to adjust or correct another's opinion. As your higher self, when you have a romantic interest, you're able to see the beauty of that person's light. You enjoy and support that light without feeling the need for ownership, control, or to ensure that your own needs are constantly met by this other person. Your higher self observes more than judges what it sees or experiences, come what may. We realize that you have all seen terrible situations in many lives, and you are viewing some now, whether they affect you in very direct ways or not. And yet all has changed now on the earth. Your sovereignty, despite the malaise you see occurring around you now in many places, has never been stronger. If anything, you're claiming your own power as a people and as individuals has only gotten more clarified, more definite, even than in times of the ancient, higher dimensional civilizations. Though not all is well on your planet, we would say that the madness you see unfolding in the United States and many other places has only come forward because the shadow realm knows it has lost its bid to control the planet. Its minions, including those world leaders who bow to the lower realms or were constructed by them, realize their days are dwindling and that their so-called powers are weakening by the hour. The shifts you are experiencing inwardly, including the old density coming up to be released, have set in motion powerfully liberating outer actions for those who follow the light. This is the new leadership that empowers each person, rather than pretending that this person or that will rescue whole groups or individuals. You are now energetically choosing to empower yourself and all persons. However strange and uncomfortable it can be at times, to have the old tricks and guises put into place, and to have dense emotions and old agreements rise to the surface, to be released once and for all. Nevertheless, you yourselves are winning the day, not some self-proclaimed king or queen acting as if their way is the only way forward. This cannot stand. It is a house built on quicksand. It can only fail and fall far more quickly than it would have even 20 or 30 years ago. We are thrilled at these developments, for it is what you have all called forth, though it is taxing at times. Remember that you are never alone in any of this, and that we stand by your side at every moment. The dragon tribes of the light now wish to add. Friends, do not fix your sights on what you see happening outwardly, for just like waking from a dream, what you see around you as you're awakening are the fading sounds and images of old metaphors, symbols, strange energies that seem to clash with one another. You will not find your peace of heart mind by watching the news, reading in-depth analyses, or waiting for things to go back to normal. They cannot, nor would you want them to. You and all your fellow Lightbringers have come in to create a new earth, and that is exactly what is happening. Soon enough, the outer world will reflect the reality you have all held in your hearts, minds, and spirits since the day you were born. Your own personal orientation is shifting powerfully because you no longer wish to do things as you once did. And so, yes, relationships, work, home, and much else will shift for you. Have your eating habits changed, your viewing habits for television or internet, the way you walk or drive or dress or speak, the things you read? Are these things so much in flux that you barely recognize some areas of your life and feel shaken to the core in others? Then you are on the right track, dear ones. Never doubt that. All will become clearer over the next year or so, and you will be glad that you changed so much of your life to be more bravely, more authentically, more beautifully the one you came to be. All is unfolding in perfect divine order. Your life is a great part of that unfolding. So when you desire money and wealth, feel that you are made of gold essence itself. Give thanks as often as you can for all the money that comes to you, for the spirit of money hears you more clearly now and will respond. When you desire good health, image every cell full of healing light and give thanks for healing and renewal every hour. As you desire new loved ones to come into your life, give thanks for any friendly moment with anyone you meet in your day, and know that you are love itself. All of this is part of your sacred path. All is moving vibrationally to a new place now. Whenever you become unsure or unhappy about all of the inner and outer shifts you see now, write out the distress you feel, then create an affirmation based on the opposite of that distressed statement. This is powerful. It addresses the fears that the subconscious has. And many by now are convinced they have landed on another planet amongst strangers speaking a strange tongue. All you are doing is creating a planet of peace and prosperity in this new era of the Sat Yuga. For the Kali Yuga, the age of destruction, is finally ended, dear ones, as of last month's equinox. Celebrate your freedom however you can, however exhausted you may feel at times. As our friend, your channeler, would say, somehow all is well. And so it is. We send our love, friends who are family. You are never alone. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. This is Caroline again, and I hope that you are able to benefit from the energies of this video and the full channeling, which is on the website. And please do like and subscribe and join us again. Huge blessings. Namaste.